How you doing? How you doing? This DP Level Up. I hope everybody's blessed. I hope everybody in your family is doing good. Hope you doing good. I want to get on here and talk to y'all real quick about how to escape the programming of poverty. Okay. They created poverty to keep you down. They created this to keep you brainwashed. They created the programming of poverty to make sure you stay stagnant and you stay asleep. Okay. Now, through my experience, I hated poverty so much. I mean, it came to a point in time where me and my wife was up at the social service office, the poverty office. Let's call it that. Trying to get on food stamps and a place to live, right? This was a this was when I was 24 years old, right? And I hated having to even go up there. I hated the place, the environment, because I done been through that with other family members. But long story short, just the process they have when you going up there, talking to people, how they look at you, right? And I mean, we was down so bad, like let's go give it a shot, right? So we went up there. The people were so rude, and then the woman gonna have a nerve to tell my wife, well, if he wasn't in the household, you could get more of food stamps or more money for assistance or living, right? Okay, first he has a name, and you mean our house that we gonna be living? No, you know what? Go ahead and scratch that out. I'm done with this. I don't want nothing to do with it. I hate the process. So I got in my mind, I said, you know what? You got to hate something enough. You got to dislike something so much to where it force you to make a change. You got to dislike poverty so much to where you bottle down and say, you know what? I'm no longer living like this. I done promised this beautiful woman so many different things. I done promised myself I can't keep failing her and myself, right? So you got to get to a point in time to where you know what you doing, what you about to work on is going to work, because you giving yourself no outlet. You're not giving yourself no break, right? It was a point in time where I went up to, we was wanting to get out the little apartment that we used to live in. So we was looking around at different apartments through the same company, right? And we went and looked at one place, and our landlord was like, you can't afford this place. That's exactly what he told me. You can't afford this place. He was like, you can barely afford the place you're living in now. And let me remind you, the place we was living in was only barely $500, a little under $500, right? A month. We was so broke, I couldn't even afford barely to pay a $500 rent bill, right? So I said, you know what? I can't do this no more. I hate this. You gotta hate poverty. You gotta hate the way it sound coming off your tongue. You gotta hate the way people look at you, how people treat you, how people think of you. You gotta dislike poverty so much to where you be like, that day you wake up and you be like, you know what? I'm about to change. This about to change. I'm about to put down all the alcohol, the liquor, the beer. I'm about to go in here and make a decision right now. This day and forward, we will not go through this type of situation. You got to bottle it down and bottle it up enough, talk with God, and He going to give you all the answers. And then when He give you the answers, you start putting those answers to work. You start going forth with the answers that you done got blessed with. You start going forth and moving in the right direction, because what the enemy wants you to do is stay there, go ahead and watch that TV more and more and more, that income reducer, that electronic income reducer. Go ahead and stay on that, watch that as much as possible, waste all that time you possibly can while life moving you by. And while life moving you by, you're going to continue to stay broke because you haven't changed enough to provide for your own self the way you're supposed to be providing for you and your family, right? So when we get that understood, poverty is a program. That means it's so deep embedded in you. It's even more It's working on you even more than your subconscious, because now that poverty programming is going to play a part in your subconscious. So there's always around reprogramming and rewiring yourself. Okay. I got a free video on my web page. Go, man, check it out. I'm going to put the link in the description. That way you can get back rewired, because poverty right now is got such a monster hold on people. They don't even know how to get themselves free. We got to escape the trap of poverty. We got to escape the trap of this program in the same way an animal got to escape the hunter, the same way a bird got to escape a bird trapper, right? The same way what else get hunted? The same way a deer got to escape the hunter, right? We got to learn how to escape from these traps that they set up for us, okay? If we do not learn how to escape the traps, you will be held in the trap forever. If you don't get enough courage to change, then you will be trapped forever. And God don't want you trapped. God wants you to set yourself free, because you ever heard the saying, I'll fight for you, long as you fighting with me. So you got to be able to fight the fight. You got to be able to fight the fight before you see any change, okay? You got to be able to step foot in the right direction before you even see anything change in your life, okay? Now, every bit of power you need is right there in you. It's right there. The change happens when you change. You got to be like, you know what? I hate getting food stamp. I hate getting social. I hate getting anything from welfare. So when you make up in your mind, when we went up to that office and that woman was so rude over the phone, and I was so frustrated, I didn't even want to go up there to even look at the people, right? But you know what? I went up there because I know we was in need. And that's the point right there. When you are in need, people think that you just weak, right? People get into their mind that, oh, he's sorry, right? That's the point where you got to take your power back. You got to take your programming that God put in you and reprogram yourself, because people supposed to look at you like a king. People supposed to look at you and see power. People supposed to look at you and see, God, this man got it all put together, right? So when I started understanding that, I started doing things different. I started moving different. I started believing different. But the longer you stay down based on your programming, you will stay in the exact same place. Now, when you start to open up the power God gave you, you're going to start seeing so many changes. Look, we was made in the image of God. Okay, what does that mean? He created all things through the power of his tongue. That's why people say, that's why God say, what we speak is life or death. So you got to understand something. What we say within our life, that's what it's going to be. So if you telling yourself all these negative and downing yourself, then that's exactly what it's going to be. But when you start speaking positivity into your life, when you start speaking growth into your life, when you start speaking health and wealth into your life, then that's what it's going to be. Okay. We live in this world based off principles. So once we start understanding the principle God already got set up, it's going to work just like gravity. It works just like gravity. So he give you the power to go out here and get as much wealth as you want. He give you the power, right? Second thing, let me rewind back when I said the landlord told me I couldn't afford the place. I changed drastically. And you know what I did? Went back a couple years later and got the exact same place that we was looking at. The exact same place. Wasn't nothing different. The exact same place, right? The exact same place. Now, you know I had to rub it in his face. You told me then I couldn't afford it, but now I can. Now I'm making triple your money, right? Now I'm quadrupling your income now. Now we talking. So not just to rub it in nobody's face, but you got to go back and show the people how powerful you are, because they thought you was weak. You understand what I'm saying? They thought you was weak. They thought you was somebody to play with. You're a child of God. You ain't nothing to play with. You're nothing to play with. Okay. Now back to what I was saying. God give us the power to get wealth. So if you think about it, when he spoke and created everything in this realm, every single thing, he created the heavens and he created the earth, right? He spoke it. So we got the power to speak our existence. We got the power to speak our experience. We got the power to speak experience of our life. We got the power to form our destiny. We have the power. What comes out your mouth, it shall be. So the more you speak life and great and positivity and abundance and everything above, that's what it will be. Your subconscious will reprogram itself. It will get away from poverty thoughts. It'll get away from self-doubt. And then it will start to change you. Guaranteed. It's a law. It's principle. The more we stand on principle, the better off you will be. If you're not wanting to stand on principle, then you're going to have the same old brainwashing mentality. And that's what they want. So why give them what they want? Why give them what they want? They want you to stay down. They want you to stay broke. They want you to be in their sleep. They want you to stay looking at that TV that they created for to program your mind. They want you to stay, dependent on social service. They want you to stay dependent on all that mess because they don't want to see you win. So you got to hate it enough of what you're going through to get that mindset of I'm not going to lose today. I'm not going to lose tomorrow. I will win in the future. God made me to be a winner. He made me to create. So you got to get caught up in that creative space. Remember, you're made in God's image. God is a creator. He always created stuff because that's what he do, right? We are little gods. So we got to realize we got the power of creation. So you need to find your creative space, what you love to do. Start creating to help and serve other people. The ones that serve the most people has the biggest business. I need you to think about that. Okay. Now, coming up on about 12 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and end it right there with y'all. Get away from poverty. Okay. If you're interested in driving trucks, and you don't want to go OTR, go check out my course. Okay, I'm going to put the link in the description to both courses, to the free one and to the other one, the truck driving. These courses are going to help change your life. So if you haven't been for sure about what you want to do in the future, you might want to drive trucks. Okay, if you do want to drive trucks, I'm going to show you how to go local straight out of truck driving school. I'm a certified life coach and I drive trucks. Okay, I never been OTR ever. I've been local ever since I came out of truck driving school, making more money than OTR drivers. Okay, so go check out my course. I love y'all. Stay blessed. If you ever in need or you need to talk or just you got some stuff going on, you need some advice, you can email me, dplevelupnow@gmail.com. I'm going to put that in the description as well. I help people through my emails a lot of times. So I'm just here to help y'all. I love helping. I love watching people grow, becoming better because I came through the struggle. I made it. Now we still got more ways to go, but you know what? I made it out what I was in. So God is good. God is great. You understand what I'm saying? God bless me and I want to bless you right back. All right. So until next time, peace to the next video.